Previously on the Elevate With Us podcast. Super excited today to welcome my guest, Jena Perez. She is one of our fabulous realtors here at Realty One Group Elevate. When I moved here, the first 2 years in Jacksonville, I struggled and I really considered
quitting,
failing, and doing nursing. Like I was like, I'll become a nurse and this is what I'll do.
And I think our first real conversation, you were at a cheerleading competition.
Yes. Like that's when we finally connected.
Yeah, like doing her makeup. And, and you were like, listen, we're just going to talk.
We're just going to have this conversation because
there's nothing in front of me right now. And I can do this while I'm on the phone with you. And I so appreciate that leap of faith, right?
Yes.
Is that like we had, been talking and tried to talk and tried to meet up and life just got in both of our ways. And, what do you think? What do you think about Realty One Group?
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I mean, literally the best decision. I had just filed for divorce. And so that was a big life change for me. And I was like, you know what? I need to change everything. I need a fresh start. I wasn't happy with Keller Williams. I had done my best year ever in real estate and got zero acknowledgement for it. Was going through the divorce. My ex-husband had been diagnosed with seizures and got in a severe car accident, got no support from Keller Williams from that, which I see them support their agents and their families all the time. And I just felt really left in the dark. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fresh start everything.
Right.
So I Googled some different brokerages and I talked to one other brokerage and I was okay with what they had to say, but once I talked to you, we really connected on a personal level and a business level. And I'm so happy for the change. I mean, you guys are always checking in and following up. The training is amazing. The family is amazing. I love the bonding that we do monthly. Like it's just been an amazing switch for me. I'm very, very happy. And to know that I can just pick up the phone and call or text or anything and you guys are there is an awesome feeling where,
oh my gosh,
if I did that with KW, I might get a phone call back or I might get an email back, but it's never a guaranteed, same day, same time answer. So
I love that.
Very happy for the switch.
That's, you gave me chills.
No.
Thank you. That's so nice. And you know what I love about our Realty One Group Elevate family is that we collaborate and connect. So you need open house support and what happens?
Absolutely. That is the other thing. I love our Facebook page because if you need, someone to hold an open house, somebody's there for you, somebody to show a house for you, somebody's there for you. If somebody has an idea, a marketing idea, they're not like,
we're super collaborative.
It's like, here, do this. This is what I did and this worked for me because, my dad used to always say, why do you do that? Don't do that. They're your competition. That's your competition. And I don't see the realtors in my office. I don't see any other realtors as my competition. There's enough people out there for all of us. And my sphere is different than your sphere. My area is different than your area of focus. So why not share, do good to others and good comes back to you. I mean, I'm a firm believer in that.
So what you have is what's known as an abundance mindset. Like you feel there's enough business for everybody.
Absolutely.
And I've talked about this before that there really is no secret sauce, but one of the secret sauces is you.
Yeah.
So if you and I sat down, or all the agents in the brokerage sat down and got the same marketing training, and it was like the best training that basically guaranteed if you followed their program and used their marketing tools and their marketing materials that you would get results, you're going to attract different people than I will.
Right.
Because your spin on it is you and my spin on it is me. And that's going to result in different things.
I agree.
And that's why sharing Popeye tags, sharing Popeye ideas, showing, some of them do business to business Popeye, some of them do, referrals through customers and whatnot. It's all different.
It's all different.
And they're all going to attract different people. And that's what's so amazing and is so important to me that we have that and that we continue to grow like that with people that are good with sharing.
Yes.
Because
I love that everybody's good with sharing. And so helpful and kind and just such a great business to be with because it's my family.
Yeah. I love it. So you recently had which is so funny, your bowling event came up on my memories.
I know. I saw it too.
Was it
and
like
I was
2
like,
days
man,
ago?
I should have done it again.
Or yesterday? Or 2 years
I
ago
think
yesterday?
No, it was last year.
Yeah,
yesterday.
it was like just about a year ago.
Yeah,
so
it was yesterday.
Not only do you love in your customers by, you know, checking in on them and celebrating their birthdays, their home anniversaries, but you like to bring them together and celebrate them as a group.
Absolutely.
Which is amazing. And so last year you had a bowling event. It was super fun. Like I said, just came up on my memories, which was really fun.
Yeah, we filled up like 15 lanes.
I know.
Lots of families there. Everybody had a great time. I got so much positive feedback.
Your swag bags were great.
They were cute.
Yep.
Yeah, so very productive. And then I just did another one last weekend or the weekend before.
Recently.
And here at the office.
You like to do them in June, clearly.
Yeah. It just kind of happened that way.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I didn't plan it. Normally I have a set plan and I just was like, you know what? I haven't done anything, so let me do it. So we did it here at the office. I had Moe's Cater. We had a margarita machine.
Awesome.
We had little crafts for the kids to do. They did birdhouses and painted ducks and made bracelets. And then we had some bounce houses out. So everybody that came enjoyed it. We raffled off some baskets. We had 2 lotto baskets, a liquor basket, a baking cake, like a dessert basket. So
oh my gosh.
Everybody that came really enjoyed it and really had a good time.
I mean, I think it's really fun for everybody because they get to see you, they get to see other customers of yours, and then sometimes they know each other, which is always funny when that happens, and like they didn't know.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you this. If anything about that event, like this was the most positive thing. So my daughter went to daycare with a little girl named Maya.
Okay.
And I invited Daria, who is my best friend, but she was also my kid's preschool teacher.
Okay.
So she was Maya's teacher. And Daria's daughter is also Maya. So
also named Maya?
Also named Maya.
2 girls
so
named
she's
Maya.
22, but the other girl is 9. But they have the same name. And 22-year-old Maya walked in. Little 9-year-old Maya saw her, and they hadn't seen each other in so many years. Maya actually had her picture on the back of her phone, and they hugged each other and cried. And it was the cutest, sweetest, like why can't I think of the word?
Reuniting? No.
Reunitation. That's what I want to say.
I don't know.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It was so serendipitous, which is a chance meeting, which is one of my favorite words.
It was.
You had serendipity.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was so cute. They started crying, so then I started crying. I was like, if anything else doesn't happen today, like this was worth it.
And
just
they
to
had
put them
no
together.
idea about the connection. See, that's so cool.
So
I didn't
sweet.
even know about that.
Yeah, it was so cute.
You know, I think it's such an important part we play in people's lives, right? The house and the home thing, like I said, but then just the experience and that, you know, I already know this, that you treat your customers like family, right? Every single person is an individual. They get white glove, 5-star attention. It doesn't matter if they're buying $100,000 house or $100 million house. You know, what is it? Luxury isn't a price point, right? It's a service, and you do that every time.
Yeah, I try to keep track of my people and what's going on with their kids, or if they've had a surgery or if somebody's sick, and check on them and be genuine to my clients rather than just, hey, do you know anybody looking to buy or sell? Or, hey, I haven't talked to you forever, but I need your business. No, you got to stay in connection. I always say that with like the MLMs, you know, all those groups, they get you to join. Oh, hey, I haven't talked to you in so long. I got this wrap that's going to make you all skinny. Do you want to buy it? And you're like, okay, I'll support you. And then you never hear from them again. They got you on the monthly subscription, and then you don't hear from them. And I look at my business that way. It's not, I'm going to sell you a house and then I'm never going to talk to you again. No, you're my friend forever now. You're stuck with me. Like, I'm going to know everything about you. I want to know what's going on with your kids. I want to be there to support you. And I think that's very important, to not just sell them and walk away.
Well, because you care about them as a person.
Of course.
And that's really important, because that connection is what allows them to trust you, and allows them to give you referrals because they had such a good experience. And you're not just calling them once a year to say, hey, I haven't spoken to you. Yeah. Do you have any friends or family looking to buy real estate? It's so dirty.
It is. Yeah.
It's just so, it's not authentic. Yeah. And you're such a caring person.
I do. I care about all my people.
Lots of feelings in a good way. And that's really, it's what makes you a great realtor, right? Is that you have empathy.
Yes.
And I think that your most recent experience as a seller has upgraded
absolutely 100%.
Your empathy on that. And it's just going to make you a better agent. You know, they like to say, I'm going to say this, that, you know, what do they say? You like practice medicine, right? You're never expert of it.
Right.
And I feel like that really relates to real estate. You just practice real estate, right? You can't ever be perfect at it.
Right.
And as your experiences go on, you know, you just get better or you take something out of it and then you add to, because different things that happen make you do different things,
Absolutely.
right?
We always, no transaction is the same. And I can tell you that I absolutely 100% learn something new every transaction. Like,
Absolutely.
I think I've got it. I think I know, but there's always a curveball that will always say, oh, what do I do with this? Or how do I do this? And so everyone is a learning experience, and only ups the expertise of what's going on.
No, for sure. And I think it's so important that we continue learning.
Absolutely.
That's why we host trainings in person and online to just make everybody better, because
there's
you
always
can't
something
ever
to
know
learn.
everything.
Yes. Always something more to learn. Yes.
No, for sure. And I think that that's a big failure, is that I think a lot of, you know, top producers like yourself, you're busy.
Yeah.
Right. You're out working, you're out showing houses, you're on listing appointments, you're, you know, helping the transaction go along, which takes time and energy, that you're like, I'll learn later.
Yeah.
But so thankful we don't have agents like that.
Yeah.
Like, everybody takes learning really seriously, and they're showing up to different trainings, especially like with all this
with
Scarborough
everything
stuff.
changing, you have to stay on top of it. You can't just be like, oh, well, I know what I'm doing. I've been in the business 20 years. Well, the business 20 years ago is not what the business is today. So
Absolutely not. No. So let's just say someone out there is listening and they're 2 to 3 years in the business and they're like struggling. They're thinking of quitting. They're thinking of becoming a nurse, whatever it is. What advice do you have for them? What
come
should
to
they do?
Realty One Group Elevate and come be with us, because we will teach you all the things. That is my advice.
Oh my God. Not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. But, you know, let's just say they're like, okay, I hate cold calls.
Yeah.
Not doing them.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
What,
I don't pick up the phone and cold call anybody. My biggest advice to anybody is love on your people. Talk to your friends. You don't even have to buy things for people. Just be genuine and natural and have natural conversation. Check on them instead of reaching out to them on text or Facebook to say, hey, I'm a realtor and I need this.
What should they
find
say?
out what's going on with them.
Just say hi.
Check on their family. How are you? What are your plans for the summer? Are you doing anything fun with the kids? Or if somebody graduated, just be involved with people around you, and then the leads will naturally come to you. I mean, I just feel like just be a genuine, good human, and
Such good advice for life.
yeah, like just be a good
nice.
human, and good things will come to you. But in all honesty, I mean, I do reach out to my clients sometimes and say like, hey, do you know anybody looking to buy or sell? But it's not random. Like, they heard from me a week or two ago, so it's not like they're hearing from me once a year for me begging for business. But, you know, I do send a little friendly bump every now and again.
Sure.
But yeah, just stay involved with your people, your sphere, the people around you, your friends, your family. Just make sure people know you're a realtor. Don't be a secret realtor.
Don't be a secret
Don't be a secret agent.
No secret agents, which is hard. I think people get so worried about, you know, if we bounce back to like the MLM situation, right?
Yeah.
People get really turned off from that. It's sales.
Yeah.
It can often feel salesy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't want to be that. So they instead only say, how are you?
Right.
And they never close it with, you know, if you know anybody looking to buy, sell, build, or invest,
Right.
I'd love to be someone you think of. How do you transition to that? So you've already loved on them a few times, and then you slip it in?
Yeah, well, that, or I just will tell them about my goals. So if I have a certain goal, like, hey, I need to close 5 more houses this year. I need to help 5 more families this year. Do you know anybody looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? So I kind of try to implement a goal in there.
Oh, I love
I
that.
need your help with helping 5 more families, or I never a dollar amount.
You help them, they want to help you,
Yeah.
which is so funny. People forget that people love to help.
Yeah.
And using that verbiage as
Yeah.
I'm looking to help 5 more families instead of saying I'm looking to sell 5 more houses.
Exactly.
It just feels a lot more authentic. And
Yes.
for you, being such a caring person, it's really genuine.
Yeah.
So that really makes a lot of sense to me. I can imagine you get a lot of
Yeah,
responses on
I
that.
do. Yes. People don't tend to ghost me when I ask them for help.
I know. I think
Mhm.
that's amazing. And I think that sometimes realtors have a bad rap.
Yeah.
And I think, I went in this to help people. I was just talking to a friend about this last night. She's a therapist.
Oh.
And we were just talking about the similarities in our businesses, and that the difference is that I'm a helper who likes to solve problems.
Right.
And she's a helper that listens. She doesn't solve problems, right?
I'm a problem solver too.
Yeah. So so you and I could probably never be therapists because I would really have a hard time not fixing it.
Right. I'd want to fix it too.
I like to fix.
Me too.
That brings me a lot of joy.
Yes.
And she said, well, Tanya, that's why you've sold real estate and I'm a therapist. And I had never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
That I think I didn't know that people don't like to fix.
Yeah.
Did you know?
I didn't, because I need to fix it.
All the things. Everything. I always say that's, if we bounce back to what I said earlier about how when an agent says they got into real estate to look at houses, I don't really think they're going to be a good fit for us or real estate in general. And people are like, oh, and then when people say, oh gosh, you make so much money. And I'm like, well, the real estate's changed a lot. Like customers used to need us to find the homes, but now there's so many public platforms for that. But I do feel there's a lot more problems in real estate than there used to
100%.
be. I feel like it used to be a little bit more seamless, and now there's a lot of problems, and that's what we're paid for. You're paying for that expertise,
protection, protect your money,
guide you through the process. We're paid to fix the problems because there's going to be one.
Yes,
there is going to be a permit that wasn't closed. There is going to be a title issue. There's going to be someone fighting over earnest money. Remember?
Yes, I remember that. Oh my gosh, I remember.
And having someone that knows how to navigate that, is
important.
Why we're here. And not to say that you shouldn't work with a new realtor because they don't have the experience.
No,
but if you're working with a new agent, ensure they're partnered with a broker that has support.
Yes, 100%.
A lot of them are have one broker for the whole state.
Right. We need
that. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
If there was like 5,000 agents and one broker.
No.
How would that work?
Not very well.
Be scary, right? I mean, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Not having someone with expertise to reach out to on a regular basis.
Well, because a lot of people don't know. I mean, I saw a post on Facebook the other day and somebody said, oh, I found this house and we want to make an offer on it, but we don't know how to do this or where to go from here. What do we do? Because most people don't know, if you don't have an agent with you, how do you make an offer? And then what happens after you make an offer? They probably don't know you need a home inspection. They probably don't need, you know what I mean? There's all the things that people don't know how to do, but they want to buy all the things. And then they're like, we don't need an agent. We don't need a realtor to do this. But no, you do, to protect you, because there is so many problems that could happen.
Absolutely. And I think that a lot of people think working with a listing agent is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone that lists property like you, I don't like to do it. Agents celebrate it. They call it a birthday sale. And sometimes it works out that way. But honestly, I do not think it's a great idea. I don't care. I understand we're transaction brokers and we represent the transaction, really, not really the customer or the side.
But it's hard sometimes to.
How do you
I actually
be in the middle?
Ran into that situation with my house. I showed it to two different buyers and both really liked it. But I didn't like the idea of one being the seller, the listing agent, and then the buyer's agent. Not good.
Just
so
messy.
I reached out to one of the agents in our office and I said, hey, I have a buyer that I showed my house to that's interested. If they decide to make an offer, will you come co-op with me and handle that side?
Sure.
So that way it's fair and even and there's no discrepancies. Because as honest and fair as I think I am, I think people will assume something fishy went on because there's just when you have all three of your hands in the pot, it's just not a good thing. So I would rather give the commission to somebody else and take a referral fee or something to make sure that everything is fair.
I think that's really commendable. It really it really speaks to what a good person you are, that it isn't about the money.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, it would save you a lot of money, right?
Yes,
which is great.
Right.
However, the repercussions of what could have happened
are not worth it.
Are not great.
Yeah.
And you want that buyer to have a great experience.
I want to make sure that they know they didn't, that they got the experience and the professionalism that they
and they had
expect.
someone truly on their side, right? Because let's be real here. How unbiased could you be on your own personal home?
Right.
I mean, a little bit. You have to be, but on both sides and navigating. You and your ex-husband, even though you guys seem to have a pretty okay relationship and whatever, you're still another person.
Yep.
I mean, and you're all
Too many hands in the pot.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
for you for like thinking outside the box and realizing that, wow, this could go south really, really quickly.
Yes.
And that's not beneficial for anybody.
Right.
And that you felt comfortable enough with someone in the office
Absolutely.
to handle it honestly and
For
fairly
sure.
and in your best interest.
That's what I love about our office. That's what I love about Realty One Group is that there's enough people. I even needed somebody, my computer was not working the other day, and I needed a document saved from a listing. So I reached out to an agent in our office and I said, hey, can you log into MLS and pull up this document and email it to me? And they're like, no problem. So yeah, super awesome. I love the teamwork that we have here.
No, that's absolutely amazing. So if you could leave us with just something amazing that you do, that you would like to share, you know, maybe a Popeye you've gotten great results from, or, you know, I know you, your daughter cheers and you reach out to them. Like, what could be like realtor's lost, right? They have no idea what to do. What 3 groups of people could they reach out to in their life?
Well, definitely your friends. They're probably your best supporters. And then I would say if your kids do sports, talk to the other parents that are around you. If you don't do sports, I don't know, I bowl all the time too. I'm a big bowler.
So being a part of a club or something.
So anybody at the bowling alley, anywhere you go regularly and build a rapport with, just make sure everybody around you knows, or give them loveys. Just, it doesn't have to be expensive, or just pass out your business cards or a keychain. I just recently did beach towels, which seemed to be a huge hit. Everybody loves them.
Really?
So, and they were not that expensive. I think they came out to maybe like $13 a towel,
That's not bad.
which is not bad. And so I gave those out to everybody at the bowling alley, and anybody, I put them up at the Legion. I go to the Legion. So that's another sphere that I have around me. And so I give them loveys. I make coasters. Make coasters and hand them out at bars or restaurants. They'll use them that have your information on them. So little things like that, just to kind of put you out there.
So what I'm hearing is get involved in the community.
Absolutely.
Right. So not only use the sphere you have, but try to build another one through things you love.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
I mean, super, super great advice. And again, you don't have to spend a lot of money on the
coasters are cheap too. It's like I get like $500 for $25.
$500 for $25?
$500 for $25, and I bring them up to the Legion.
Wow. Yeah. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
Jena, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We so love having you at the brokerage.
Thank you. I love being here.
Such an amazing person. Your story's great and such an inspiration.
Thank you.